In this video, I'm going to show you how to take and fix someone's skin that has an acne problem to make someone look like this. To give you an idea, if I take off the one effect, you can see that it exposes her skin. The next effect taken off, you can see that there's some acne. We're going to add our layers and remove it so that the photograph has been retouched the way that they would on the front of a magazine cover. To start with, I'll get the original picture. If you're wondering how I made the background blue in this, if you simply right-click, you can choose from gray, black, or make a custom color for your background if you'd like. So feel free to do that if that's something that you're interested in. To start with, I will go over to the tools and I will choose the spot healing brush. In order to make this easier to see, I'm going to zoom in. I'll do a Control plus so that I can see her a little bit larger. And the first thing that I do before doing any blending is I will right click, I will duplicate the layer, and this layer will be the one that I remove the pimples with. By simply clicking on the areas, you can take and remove, or you can make a little blotch if you need to, and remove the areas of concern. What I'm going to do is take just a minute or two, take these off. As you can see that sometimes just by clicking on it, you can remove the pimples. You want to do that first and get the skin smooth and as color blended as possible. If I do this one right here, if I come over here, I might get a little bit of the eyebrow. So I'm going to Control Z, undo that, and just barely catch the edge. As you can see, it's beginning to make a big difference in her face just by what we're doing here. Another 20 or 30 seconds and she should be just about ready to, we'll take care of that scar, just about ready to have us work on her. Just a few more, and you can see that that is taking care of the majority of the acne. Now from that point, there's a little bit of an area right here that looks to be a little bit tough, so we'll take and get that also. Now, I'm ready to blend. Let's start by taking this background layer, the copy, and we're going to duplicate that layer. We'll say OK. As you can see, if I remove the eyes, you can see the acne still there. We'll take the acne layer off. Now we have that same layer, and we're going to take and blend that. To do that, we're going to go up to the Quick Mask tool, which is right here. We're going to select a brush. I like a large brush. Make sure that black has been chosen. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go over her entire face and get this area so that I can work with it. I do have a soft brush this time, and you'll see how that works in just a minute. So I've masked this area. Now I'll take the quick mask off, and you can see it selected the area outside of what I have. So I'll go up to Select, Inverse, and now I have the area that I want. At this point, I'll go to Filter, to Blur, to Gaussian Blur. It's set at 2.1. I'm going to move that to 2.0. In the preview, I can see what it's going to look like. I'm going to say that's fine. Now, the next part's very important. If you leave it like this, it won't look good. I'm going to go Control D to deselect this. And now I'm going over and I'm getting the history brush. This is very important. I'm sorry. That was a quick select. Let me go down. There is my history brush. So I'm going to get my history brush. And with my history brush, and a small area chosen, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start to paint out the areas. See how pretty her eyes are when we do this? Without that, everything looks blurred like this side. I'm going to come in and get her eyebrows. Another important place is to go right up underneath the nose and make the features come out. If you don't use a history brush to do this, this doesn't work. The lips obviously need to be done. So the history brush paints us back into time and gives us the clarity that we need for this. Now, you can see this side of the face, how much prettier it is than this one. Now we're going to add the brush over here, clean up around the eyes. Once the eyes become nice and clear, you can then see that we have this taken care of. That's all there is in order to make someone change and look. We'll take the layers off one more time. Take off this from the Gaussian blur. Take the background off, and you can see by retouching the photo how much nicer that looks. Thank you.